Hello, you are live. Welcome everyone who's not watching. I don't know. I'm gonna sing a song while I wait for people to start watching and joining and stuff. The link's in the side chat if anyone wants to join. And StreamYard has cut my things off, so I can't do the intro. So I'm gonna have to sing a song. I'm fine. Sorry, it's natural. But I need to do something. You know, and then the kitchen for the star is Tristan, so I love the life is through the dark, shatters the life of the dark, you're gonna be the wrong way around, shut me up and blame it on the ground, call the boy kicked out into the world kicked back, if you wanna try, there's no worse you could do. I know you're right. I'm still in love with you. Can't take me anywhere. I take you anywhere. You can't take me anywhere. Take me anywhere. I take you anywhere. You won't go. You can't stand me now. 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 How we enough to keep it together? Or do we just keep on pretending? You try to pull the world and feeling too clever. And you take all the ending until you need an ending. If you wanna try, there's no worse you could do. I know you lie, you make me cry. Those words ain't true. I can't take you anywhere. I can take you anywhere. Can't take me anywhere. I'll take you anywhere. I'll take you anywhere. You wanna go? You can't stand me now. 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 No, you can't stand me now. You can't stand me now.
Did you know that if you enter your name and a few small details into this website, it brings up all your previous car finance agreements on screen?
Some precious Santeria, ain't got no crystal ball. $1 million for that. I spend it all. I pop a cap in Sancho and I slap her down. But I really don't know.
But I really wanna say I can't find one love that I need. Oh, my soul will have to live till I get back by the hand of my own. Daddy's gonna love one and all. I feel the my soul has to.
I really wanna say, my baby. What I really wanna say is I've got mine. I'll make it, yes, I'm coming up.
Tell some kid, know that
He
he
knows what is good for him. He best go on tonight. Daddy got a new 45. And I won't think twice to straight that blow for ten gold. When I say that I got something for his podcast, I really wanna know, my baby. I really wanna say is just one.
Way back in our day, yeah. My soul has to wait.
Oh, welcome, Will. Sorry, I was in a different tab. Sorry, welcome, Will. I was in a different tab. Join if you can. Link is inside chat. Drunken karaoke. Yeah. Yeah, best. No, you can help me actually. If you want to join, I can play the guitar. You can teach me some chords. Just give me a sec. Sorry, I'll get rid of the share screen. Yeah, PJ taught me 2 chords. Let's see if I can remember them. Second thing. And then first and third. He said I could play a full song with just those 2 chords. But my fingers hurt after a bit, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm a little bit drunk, yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, that sounds bad. And my fingers are starting to hurt. Oh yeah, my social worker said I need some new strings. I think that's why it keeps going out of tune. It's not me. Oh, sorry, just give me a sec. Yeah. So I just thought I'd start up a stream. I've just been on one. And Will, you might like this. I was on a stream with black people, and they were saying that they were divine, like they were better than white people, which I don't agree with. I think everyone is made equal. Do you know what I mean? And Grace Thorpe was on there, And she is fucking beautiful, you know. And her dad was on there as well. Which, yeah. Hey Bond, good to see you, man. How's it going? Right, let's let me get through. Yeah, so I'm gonna be a little bit controversial now. I think black people are the most racist people out there. Like, I don't give a shit about race. I don't really think about it or care about it or anything. But black people, they seem to really be obsessed with it. I don't understand it. Like, if someone's black or white, I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? But black people, and this might be racist in itself, black people seem to really care about race, which I've never understood. Maybe it's because of their past and their history and all the slavery and that. It's kind of understandable. I still don't get it. I know I'm a monk, Will, if you're still watching. I know I'm a monk. But yeah, I've never really got it why black people are so obsessed with race. I don't give a shit. But if anyone can come on and teach me some new cards, that'd be good. Yeah, so I left that stream to start my own stream. Oh, I can't remember. I might play another song actually. Just to make sure my channel is taken down. Whatever.
I was left to my own device. Many days fell away with nothing to show, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness from above.
But when you close your eyes,
does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. In your arms is the dust settled around us, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before?
Can I just pause this video to say hello to Midnight? Hello, Midnight. Good to see you. Yeah, if you can join, link is in the side chat. Yeah, sorry.
Where do we begin? The rubble of our sins. Where do we begin? The rubble of our sins. And the walls kept tumbling down. The city that we are. Great clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness
And if you close your eyes,
does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before?
oh, and people in the chat, if anyone's watching. Oh, welcome Dwayne Burke. Good to see you, man. Yeah, if anyone's watching, can you tell me if there's an echo? Because I have my television on quite loud. So you can tell me if there's an echo, and then I'll try to cancel that out. If I can figure out how to do that. How I'm gonna have to miss about this and close your eyes.
Does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
Right, before I play the next song, I need the bathroom. Oh, welcome, Tom. Welcome. Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, sorry, I really need the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll mute. And we're back. Yeah, sorry, Noel. That's what I was trying to think of. I've just been to the toilet. I think it's because my mum is watering down my alcohol so much. I'm drinking so much, like Coca-Cola. Like, I need to go to the toilet like every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about that. If anyone wants to join, link is in the side chat. We'll carry on with the music. I did have something else to say, but I forgot. Oh, this is.
Oh, hi. Would you like a free gift? I'm a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and this is the Book of Mormon.
And can I say before we start, if anyone wants to join, I'll stop being such a dickhead. It's just when I'm on my own and I don't have anyone to talk to, I tend to be more of a dickhead, but we can have a serious conversation. If anyone joins. Yeah. I'm as high as a kite, trying to live, but how old?
So you think you can tell
Heaven from hell,
blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hard eyes for trees, hot air for cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange walk on party wall for a leaf roll in a cage?
Oh, sorry, can I be serious for a minute? I apologise to anyone I've hurt in the past. I know me being a drunken idiot hurt some people, and I apologise. I'm sorry. But that doesn't matter, yeah.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. And have we found the same old fear? Wish you were here.
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management, remote access, help desk and ticketing.
Drop the bomb. So, Mother, do you think they like the song? You think they'll try to break my balls? Oh, wow. Should I build the wall? Now, should I run for president? Well, should I trust the government? Put me in the firing line. Just a waste of time. Hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. I'm gonna make all of your nightmares come true. I'm gonna put all of her fears. Mama's gonna keep you right here under her wing. She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's gonna keep baby cozy and warm. Oh, baby. Babe, God's not gonna help. Oh, sorry, LOL, sir. Go see you. Walter, when you were singing this to your mum while I called up to it, was it strange to hear the words and what they meant? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. She has kind of protected me too much and enabled me with the drink and drugs and stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but she does it in the But she does it with the best intentions, so I can't blame her for it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not her fault. For me. Oh, do you think she's dangerous? To me? Mother would say a little boy apart.
I played.
I've definitely claimed.
I played.
Between 2007 and 2024,
Yes. If anyone wants to join, the link is in the side chat. I'm just playing music because I'm bored. So, yeah, if anyone wants to join, link is in the side chat and we can have a decent conversation. Yeah, I'm sorry. Bam, bam, bam,
My sweet Lord.
Hallelujah. My Lord. We want to see you. We want to be with you. We want to see you, Lord. It takes so long, my Lord. Hallelujah.
Sweet Lord.
My Lord.
My Lord. I really
We
want
want
to
to know
know you.
you.
Really
We
want
want
to
to
go
go
with
with
you.
you.
Really
We
want
want
to
to
show
show
you,
you,
Lord,
Lord, that it won't take long, my Lord.
my
My
sweet
sweet
Lord.
Lord. My Lord.
My
My
sweet
sweet
Lord.
Lord.
Really
Really
want
want
to
to
see
see you. Really want to see you.
Really want to see you, Lord. Really want to see you, Lord. It takes so long, my Lord. Hallelujah, my sweet Lord. Hallelujah, my Lord. Hallelujah, my Lord. Hallelujah. I really want to know you. Hallelujah. Really want to go with you. Really want to show you love, but it won't take long, my Lord. My sweet Lord. My Lord.
Oh, so we got some new comments. I joined if I wasn't on the road while. Oh, thank you, Noel. Yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you. I'm a little bit drunk at the moment, I'll be honest. Yeah, but I can have a serious conversation. Yeah. But thank you, I appreciate that. Krishna. And if anyone's watching, yeah, that is alright, calm down. That is a song in honor of Krishna Krishna. He was a great man. So. Have I played this one already?
Why buy a brand new?
Yeah, that was in honor of Krishna Krishna. He was a great man.
Car when you can lease with Select Car Leasing. Visit.
Oh, I have played this one. Yeah. Sorry, I'll stop being a dickhead as soon as people join. I'll run out of songs to play. Cause I lost my... Oh, this is a great song, but it's the original version. Right. Bam, bam, bam. If I don't play the official video, I'll play the lyrics video. That should get me into trouble. This channel is gonna be gone. No, it's not. Sorry. I'm sorry. I am such a mom. I'm sorry. Getting. I've been waiting for this moment all night, but it's not quite right. It's impossible, if possible, to find her. Oh yeah, well, it's I've been waiting for the silence all night long. It's just a matter of time to appear sad with the same reason later. That's to rest on you. And it's so everyone's just the sunshine. Everyone's so into my rearrange. Everyone's so focused clearly. The sunshine. That's why I say every day. I think every day is my journey. this is good. Get it. I'll say this one as well. Thank you, Noah. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit drunk.
Last night,
She said, I feel
so high.
no,
Walking out that door, but I've been in town for just now 15 minutes now. Baby, I feel so down. I don't know why. I keep walking for miles to see people they don't understand. Your girlfriends, they can't understand. Your grandsons, they won't understand. On top of this, I ain't never gonna understand.
last night.
She said, oh, baby, I don't feel so down. I was running off, but I feel left out. So I turn around. I'm never gonna be alright. It was a great life. Yeah.
So, some people they don't understand. Girlfriends they don't understand. It's this, yes, they won't understand. And me, I ain't ever gonna understand. Last night, she said, oh, baby, I feel so down. She turned me off when I feel left out. So high, I turned around. Oh, girl, don't care no more. I was for sure. I won't have that door. Right, I'm gonna find another song now. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm gonna find another song now. Oh, I know this one. Sorry, thank you everyone for watching. I'm not ending it, but just thank you everyone for watching. You are all amazing, brilliant people. Thank you. Bam, 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 bam. Now that Marty Bone, I've seen you frowning and slow looking down the barrel of a gun. How come all these words? All the very pleasant sound to you. Aside, I much prefer is one that's laughing jokes around. Remember the clothes in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. It was awful, find a way. Oh, but it's right to remember that on a day like today when you're all argumentative and you've got the face on. again.
I'm tired. I thought as much. 'Cause you
You
turned
turned
over
over
there.
there.
And pulling that silent
Disappointment
disappointment face, the one that I've gone very on with. Laugh and joke around. Remember clothes in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up and away. Oh, but it's way hard to remember that on a day like today when you're all argumentative. You've got the face on and
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry I was late.
Well, I missed the train and the traffic was today. Well, I
Can't be asked to carry on. This is the day that but when I said okay, do it, please do.
to laugh and joke around. Remember clothes in the kitchen to get things off the ground. It was
Up and away.
still it's way hard to remember that on a day like today when you're all argumentative.
And you got the face on. Sorry, I need another song now. If anyone wants to join, the link is in the side chat. I'm a little bit drunk, but as soon as someone joins, I'll get all sober again. That's generally what happens. Oh,
It's like a do not disturb setting for your mind.
I'm
It gets you
sorry.
focused in just 5 minutes using science and sound. Rain FM.
Sorry, I'm drunk. I'm very drunk. Oh, fuck. When the night has come
and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No,
I won't
be afraid. Oh, I
won't
be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now.
Oh, Halsey, can I ask you an extra special favour? Can you join then? I've got someone to talk to. Please. Like, I'm really struggling at the moment. It's okay if you can. The whole soundtrack for the Stand By Me movie was really good. Oh yeah, it's a good song. But join if you can. And I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's too much to ask. I'm sorry. I just want to stop singing. But I'm really drunk as well. So, yeah.
Stand by me. Stand by me.
Oh, thank you. And I'll be sensible with the join. But I'll be sensible when you join. It's just when I'm on my own, like, I don't act sensible. I act like a dickhead. But if we're talking about, like, real things, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I can be sensible. Yeah, thank you.
Darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, just stand by me. Oh,
stand
by me.
Oh, I need to find another song now. Right, I have to find another song. Oh, that'll do. But I also need to go to the toilet, so I'll be right back.
The videos make it so easy to understand. They're really simplistic and it's animated, so it's just really easy. I really struggle with electrochemistry, and I think
Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her head. She acts like summer and walks like rain. Reminds me that there's a time to change. Since the return of her stay on the moon, she listens like spring and she talks like June. But tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all fading and that heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you bump on a ship?
I'll unmute now. I just went up to get to the toilet. Ah, fuck. So, I'm gonna have to phone my mum again. I need some more drink. I just knocked over my drink because I went up to get to the toilet and get the table over. Oh no, I don't left. I'm sorry. Actually, I knocked both drinks over. And healthy, I understand if you don't want to join. I am very drunk at the moment. So I've just texted my mum saying, can you ring him please? But I'll play this song. Oh no. Hello.
Hello.
Can I come down for some more drink? Only because I've just knocked over both of my drinks.
Both of them?
Yeah, I went to go to the toilet and I kicked over my table.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, can I come down?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be there.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Halsey. Thank you. You're a brilliant person.
Are you going to go to your mom's?
Yeah, I need to go out for like 5 minutes or so. Yeah. What happened was I went up to get to the toilet and then I kicked over my table, which knocked both of my bottles over. So
They were
I'm
both
not.
uncapped?
Sorry?
They were both uncapped?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah. See if I can show you.
Well, that will teach you, to keep the caps on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be, but I didn't. So but I feel bad now because I asked you to join, and you are a brilliant person for
It's
joining.
okay. Go ahead and go, and I'll just be here when you get back.
All right. Thank you very much.
Do you have to take your bottles with you, or does she have more?
Yeah. I think I might have to set my empty bottles with me. Yeah.
Take the caps.
The caps, yeah.
No.
Have you noticed? Do they do this in America? You know the caps? How they've changed them from like they're always attached.
Oh, you mean like with a little like plastic thingy?
Yeah.
Some things are like that, but not. Most things are not.
Yeah. They've kind of. Yeah, they've kind of changed that.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but my mom doesn't like them, so she's bought the caps off so that they're detachable.
Oh well.
So I'll be right back.
Okay.
And thank you, this one guy, for watching.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'll go clean up the mess too.
Poor dog. He's like, no.
When I get back, I will mop up my floor.
All right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Tog is like a neat freak because he cleans a lot at his job, or if just the opposite happens, where like he doesn't clean up at all at home because he's like, I've had enough cleaning. And people that do certain things, like they cook for a living, they like never want to cook when they get home, because they cooked all day.
Yeah. And I knocked over my phone as well. Sorry, I'll be sensible when I get back. I promise. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I just knocked over all my drinks, so I'm panicking a little bit. You know what I mean? I'll be right back.
So I wonder how long Wildheart will be gone, and what I should do, since I've got not control, but got the spotlight on this channel right now. Sing. I'll see about that. Let me see what I got. See if I got anything to sing. I have a list. But I know what'll happen. Like I'll start singing and Wildheart will like come in the middle of my song and like, oh, you're singing right in the middle of my song. You know it'll happen, right? Oh, and plus, he didn't mute, so that's off the table, I guess. Silly guy. Monologue. I don't know what I could monologue about. I was going to tell Wildheart about a thing, but I don't think he's going to remember it. But it's called weaponized incompetence. Do you know what this is? You know what that means? Weaponized incompetence is when someone doesn't really want to do something. Yeah, I mean, lots of people have done it. I've probably done it in the past, but they don't really want to do something, so they do a really bad job on it, or they like kind of purposefully screw it up so that the person who asked them to do it or is expecting them to will never ask them to do it again. Yep. Yeah, like you tell the teenager, "Hey, it's your turn to do the dishes," and they do like the crappiest job on it ever, and the dishes are still like greasy and with soap on them or whatever, and self-sabotage. I mean, in a way, yeah, because like if you never do that job correctly, you're never going to learn how to do it and understand the importance of it. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean something else? Or do you mean the way that it affects the other person, the person that asked you? Because that can definitely get messed up by that. They feel like they can't trust you or count on you for anything, if that happens a lot. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, so it's the learning thing. Yeah. See, when I was a kid and I was given chores to do, I think it must have been like my OCD sort of blooming, because like when I would do yard work, I would notice like every little tiny bit, every scrap of leaf, and if there was dirt, I would have to like hose it down until there was no dirt, like the water ran completely clear, like on something. And if I was like wiping down a counter and I noticed grout or a dirt like in between the tiles or whatever, I would be going in there with like a toothbrush, like. But then, I'd see the grout also crumbling when I did that. So it was it was a challenge sometimes, because like I kind of was in a house that was falling apart as a kid. So like, you go to clean the walls and the walls sort of start flaking off and crumbling because there's water damage, and the surface is all screwed up. That kind of thing. So what's your favorite kind of environment to work in, Tog? Like, do you like corporate buildings? Do you like what's your most common, and also what's your favorite? I think I did a temp job for like a few weeks one time, where me and this girl were cleaning offices after hours. And, it was kind of pleasant. We were both plugged into music. The lights were like, they were kind of half on. There wasn't a whole lot to do, just empty the trash cans, vacuum. And if there was any like, noticeable crumbs on any surface anywhere, anything like that, wipe it down. Wasn't a bad thing at all. It was pretty nice. All of them that are already clean. Every place has value. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm sure you learn a little bit new from every job. What's the trash like, or the cleanup like at the church? What's the worst thing you've seen there? Since you mentioned that you sometimes work at a church. Okay. Yeah, I imagine that's when it's messy. Wintertime events. Okay. Interesting. I have my cat with me, sitting on my lap. Hospitals, really interesting. So, do you just clean like the main hallways and stuff, or what parts of it do you clean? I would think that they would, or do you go all the way go into patient rooms, or? I spent a lot of times in hospitals when I was a kid because my mom was in the hospital a lot. So I was just there hanging around, free to run about. I wasn't like a wild kid or anything, but I definitely did look around and wander around and explore the hospital a lot.
Hello, I'm back.
Yes. And very, very loud. Do you have yourself hiked up to 200 again or no?
What's that?
Do you have your mic volume above 100?
I'll just check. I'm not sure. No, audio. No, it says automatically adjust mic volume.
Oh, okay.
Is that loud?
It was for a second, but it might have just been my side.
Yeah, so I've just got back. Sorry, I've just walked up like 5 flights of stairs.
Oh, yours down, hers up, and then hers down and yours up?
Yeah. Like I live on the 3rd floor, so I have to walk up 2 flights of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, no,
Isn't
so
it 3?
altogether, right? Yeah, altogether it's 6 flights of stairs.
Oh. I mean, that's good for you,
Yeah.
Maybe you should start your day with a jaunt down your stairs and then back up again. Just that, go down and back up and then come in and do whatever you're going to do.
Yeah, I normally do.
Oh, you do?
Just to get my alcohol off.
The errands, yes. So,
well,
go ahead.
Thank you very much, Halsey, for being here. You're a wonderful person.
You didn't mute before you left, or else I would have sung a song for Tog, because he suggested that I sing while you were gone, but you weren't muted, so it would have been pretty echoey and weird and terrible and stuff.
All right, I can mute you.
No, it's okay. It was just a while you were gone thing.
Yeah, no, actually, if you sing a song, what I'm going to do is mop up the drink.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Do you have a towel that's already sort of going in the laundry or in the laundry? Because you could just, use that since it's.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't need to be pristine to clean the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I've got a clean towel in the kitchen. Yeah. And I've had quite a productive day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've had a shower and got changed.
Nice. That always feels good, right?
Yeah, and I've changed all my bedding.
Wow, you have had a productive day.
Yeah, new duvet cover and all that. Yeah.
Very cool.
Sorry, I know I'm a mom. I apologize.
I think that's pretty cool though, because then, if you do that, more often when your mom comes over, she'll be like, oh, there's nothing to clean, because she tends to tidy up behind you and stuff, right?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
She'd be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Plus, sorry. I'll try and calm down. Sorry.
What were you apologizing for? I didn't see whatever you did. What was it?
I think I was apologizing for apologizing.
Ah, okay. Just making sure you covered it. Whatever I could have done or would have done or will do. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I've just got back from my mum's. I just need to calm down and get this table sorted. And everything else is fine. Like my flat's like really clean and tidy and stuff. It's unusual, but it's good.
Cool.
And I'm gonna make a cigarette. And thank you very much for joining. I don't know whether this is just me, but you know, when you need company, like someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I'm like at the moment.
Do you know, at one point in history, there used to be a thing, and I don't know if this was a thing all over the world or just in the US, called a party line. And sometimes it was authorized and known and like organized, and sometimes it was a fluke in the system. Like there was this one I encountered once where there was you'd call this number, right? And there was this busy signal, but it wasn't like at full volume. It was like at half volume, weirdly enough. The busy signal, right? But you know what that sounds like. Is it the same in the UK?
Yeah, kind of,
right?
Like we call it engaged.
Yeah, like a repeating tone, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so people would all be somehow calling the same number, right? And they could hear each other. So there could be like 5 people on the line, and when someone talks, I could hear them through the busy signal, like over the busy signal.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? And people would like, yell out their phone number in between the beeps to have people call them because they wanted someone to talk to.
Yeah, that's cool. Like we have like phone numbers, like emergency numbers, like this Americans are like 999, for accidents and emergency. Yeah.
There was this. Go ahead.
No, go. Sorry.
Oh, there was this number a long time ago that used to be dial a joke, right? You'd call it and it's recording, and they'd have like 5 or 6 jokes on there, and they'd be a different one every time you called, and then eventually they'd repeat because you would have called and heard them all, But yeah, it was dial a joke, and then like it switched to some prayer, like dial a prayer. But it was weird. This one number has been maintained for like a long, long time by different people for the same purpose. Like at one point, it went to this payphone in the middle of the California desert that you have to drive like 4 hours to, and it's just all by itself. There's no town or anything, right? It's just in the middle of nowhere. And it became like a popular place to go to just like say I was here. But yeah, that line went to that number for a while, that phone booth, until it got torn down. And then someone else took it over. And now it's a conference line. Like I could call it, right? And then give you the number and you could call it. And eventually you get on the phone with, and it's like you could have like 10 or 20 people on there. But I've only encountered people on there a few times. But I could call it if you want, so you could hear what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can hear it properly. Hold on.
Tog says, sorry, I keep forgetting. This one guy, actually, if I could be rude, this one guy, you should change your name to, then I don't get confused. Do you know what I mean? To what your new name is. Do you know what I mean? You should change it on YouTube. Just so I don't get confused. He says, oh yeah, I wish I was an extrovert and had self-worth to have the drive to want to go get them or something. Who's recording the convos? Is my question. Sorry, Halsey, can I just apologise again for being a drunken fucking idiot? So, Handel versus Bournemouth name. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember your name. It's 4 letters.
Did you
I know that.
did you mean to though? Did you mean to be a drunken whatever it was? You must have meant to.
Yeah.
Okay,
think
then
so.
don't apologize.
Yeah.
Right? If you did it by accident, okay. But
Yeah.
it wasn't an accident. So if it's intentional, then your intention isn't, you shouldn't apologize for it, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you like stumbled into somewhere where you were supposed to like be someone important and you couldn't do your job and you screwed everything up, then you'd have something to apologize for.
Oh yeah. No, I don't have a job or anything.
Right.
No.
What if your mom said, "Bring this to my house at noon," and you like slept through it, and she was like mad, then that would be a problem. So that's something to apologize for.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to thank you for being there. For
Oh,
talking.
okay. Well, I'm not doing it out of charity, I expect payment.
Oh wow. That's a good problem.
Let's see. Spam. I'm trying to like make it so that this window isn't revealing.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
Yeah. You don't give any of your private details away. Yeah. Right. Let's see if Jill has got back to me yet. Did I tell you I'm waiting for a debate with Smokey Saint, but Jill keeps refusing to get back to me. Yeah, Smokey Saint.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I think when I was trying out this phone thing, it oh, you know what? I know how to do it. I could just do it with my regular phone and put it on speaker. Hold on.
Yeah.
Instead of my online phone. 1 second. Oh, by the way, Walter, I don't know. Do they offer Google Voice in the UK?
Yeah, I think
Yeah?
so. Yeah.
You know what that is?
I'm not sure I've ever used it. I think you just like talking to it for like search results.
No. It's a phone number. Like Google gives you a phone number, right?
Oh.
That either just rings online or it rings to your phone. Like you can actually have it funnel to your phone. And what it is it's a free phone number. You have to keep it in use or else you'll lose it. Like you have to use it at least once every 6 months. But like it has voicemail and it also accepts texting. And so like if you want to give a phone number to someone to reach you, but you don't really want to give your actual phone number, you can give your Google Voice number. And you can also use it for like a live stream, right? Like you can say call in and you'd just answer it on your computer and share the tab so that everyone could hear it if you wanted to do that. But that's like one more way that, people can do like a live streaming with like participation is have a phone number that people can call. Just kind of cool.
Yeah. I've looked that up. I've put Google Phones. But as you know, I'm not really bothered about people knowing my intimate.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. So I'm going to put this on. Okay. This phone call here. Hold on a sec. I'm going to put it on speaker so you can hear it. So what it does right now is it makes you press 1 or 2. And I think 2 is to wait for the conference line. And then it'll just put you like a queue. And until someone else comes on, you'll just be sitting there listening to like a recording.
Go ahead. What do you talk about kind of on those?
I mean,
like a set topic or?
I've only encountered people on there maybe like 3 times, and it always turned out to be a conversation about like something political or philosophical.
Oh yeah.
Mostly,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool, to just have these totally random dice roll conversations with people. All right, here we go.
Press 1 to be connected to Art Bell's lines. Press 2 to be connected to a conference with other callers who wish to talk to Art.
I'm going to press 2.
This is the Midnight in the Desert conference line. Please stay on the line. You'll hear music until somebody else comes on. Try later if nobody does come on. After the tone, say your name and then press the pound key.
Daisy.
Thank you. You are currently the only person in this conference.
Yeah. Oh, as always. But listen.
Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. Because if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. In love with me.
It's pretty weird, right? And there's like a fake news report.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey. Stand by for news. On Cullendon Lane, Jacksonville, Florida, Chuck Buick finally gave up. Chuck enjoys marijuana, so he decided to accept Paul Harvey's suggestion. He gave up. He went to the phone. He called me. He ordered a bong. Bong. That's a pipe use.
Anyway, it goes on. Like, they've had different recordings through time. Like, not too long ago, they had someone reading, or the audiobook, maybe from YouTube, for like this book that was about phone phishing, which is like the early hacking of the phone system when it wasn't digital, when it was still analog.
Yeah.
But the whole fucking book was on the recording. So if no one came on like to talk, you still had something to do, Pretty funny. And this is still, this is when YouTube was available. So it's not like it would be convenient at all to sit there and listen to it on a phone necessarily through a bad line connection, But I'm sure that people listen to the whole thing. I listened to a bit of it. Pretty interesting. Yeah.
That will be hours long. So it was just listing people and their phone numbers.
Oh, no. It wasn't that. It was like how to like sort of break the phone system or how to take advantage of it. Like, so check this out. At one point, like there was a time when you dropped money into the payphone, right? It would give this little, right? This little like recording, there are tiny little tones that the system was generating for something, right? But if you're sitting there, you just fed $1 into the phone, you're expecting to make your phone call. The average person doesn't even notice, or they notice, but they don't make anything of it, right? But, at a certain point, someone recorded that, and it basically like made the system believe that you had just dropped $1 in. So you could just use that recording to make a phone call, like, pretty much anywhere. So that was like, one of the things that they did. And they did stuff like, gosh, I don't know, like we could look it up, but it was just like one of the earlier forms of hacking before, maybe concurrently when early computers were coming in. And I didn't hear about this until it was kind of over with, but it was kind of a neat thing when it was happening, I guess. It was kind of like a new frontier for some people to fool around with this system and gain access to things they weren't supposed to and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I get you. We had something like that. It might have been in the US and the UK, but it was like what was it called? The cookbooks, something. And it taught you how to get
Anarchist cookbook?
Anarchist cookbook, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing a copy of that once.
Yeah, it was really weird. It taught you how to make like bombs. And
Yeah.
William Freeman is here. Welcome, Will Freeman. Will Freeman. Good to see you, man.
Dwayne too, or when was that? That was a while back.
Oh yeah, Dwayne as well. Yeah, sorry.
Not sure he's still here, but hello, Dwayne.
Yeah, no, we have 5 viewers, which is much more than I normally get. I put that down to you, Halsey.
You know, it's funny. There was this app one time. It's gone now, but it was called Periscope that a lot of people were using for live streaming, and it was like an odd. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
So in the Periscope environment, you would be talking, and there's no way to bring anyone else on or anything, right? And you would see the live chat kind of scrolling up halfway up your screen, and you'd be responding to that, and people would be responding back to you in it. But that's it. That's the only interaction, right? So it's kind of an interesting platform because people would talk about things they liked, and other people would sort of say they would disagree with them, or they would, put out another idea. And so it's kind of like a weird, mutual participation, but sort of one way at the same time. And I used to use that platform. And I one time, go ahead.
No, I've heard of it, but I've never used it, so I don't really know. And I just want to say, fuck off, Will Freeman. Healthy is the main attraction. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Sorry, I'm all joking. So.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you should watch videos on the tag argument and how people refute it and stuff, and some discussions about it and debates and stuff, and then go in with JG because that's one of his that's his main argument.
Yeah, that's his only argument. Yeah. The transcendental argument for God.
That's an excellent idea. Yeah. Well, for sure.
Anyway. Sorry.
So no. One time, I aimed the camera down at my desk, right, just at the surface of my desk.
Yeah.
And I peeled a sweet potato, like a yam, right? A yam, and that's all I did. I didn't talk. I think I had some music on in the background, and the lights were not super bright, so I was using like the computer screen light, and I peeled a yam, and like 400 people came to watch me peel a yam. I think they were expecting some other thing to happen with it or something, but no, I just peeled it, showed off the peeled yam, and then ended the stream. And I had once a glitch where I was streaming a nature walk, right? Just walking in this little park, and somehow my stream got put into like the featured area where a lot of people see it. And I was, doing my thing. And one of the people that I knew was like, hey, you've got 5,000 viewers. And I'm like, what? And I look, and it just keeps rising and rising and rising. And it was like a 30-minute stream, but like by about 15 minutes in, I had 25,000 viewers.
Wow.
For that stream. And none of them stuck, I didn't get like a bunch of subs or anything. So it might've been bots or whatever, but it was still pretty cool, to see that number there.
Yeah, it's 25,000. Yeah, that's a lot.
It was pretty fun. And it wasn't that interesting. So I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah, that must have been like a bot or something. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised.
Will Freeman says, earn JG's respect. He'll be afraid of me. He's already afraid of me because I know his tricks and I know that he's wrong and I can prove that he's wrong. So he's already afraid of me. That's not a problem. And we got a link as well. Let's have a little practice.
Oh. Are you going to share what he sent?
Yeah.
Cool.
But I need the toilet first, so I'll be right back.
Do Brits never say the bathroom? Do they always say the toilet?
It depends. Some people say, like the posh upper class people say the water closet.
Ah.
Yeah. So it depends. Some people say toilet.
Toilet. All right.
Yeah, I say
Well,
toilet.
have fun in the toilet.
Yeah, because I'm working class. Like, I'm lower class.
You're like, I can't say that posh stuff. I gotta say the blue collar stuff.
Right, but I can still hear, so we can play this video. Where is it?
Oh, it's there. He shared it in the chat. Did you need me to paste it somewhere or share it myself?
No.
I'll share it.
No,
I'll share it. Hold on.
Oh no, I've got.
You got it? Okay.
Welcome everybody to another
I'll be right
argument
back.
for God debunked.
Wait,
video
get rid of that.
about the
There we go.
for God, commonly known as the tag argument. So let's get started. So basically, the tag argument goes something like this. We know that there's logic in the world, right? We use logic to understand truths. We use logic to understand reality. But where does this logic come from, right? We know that logic seems to be universal. It seems to be that everywhere you go in the universe, it applies. Logic applies. It also seems that logic is absolute. No matter what anybody says, it's always true. Doesn't matter what you say or I say. Logic, what's logical is always going to be what's true. If the conclusions follow from the premises, then that logic is true. And it seems like logic isn't material, right? If I say, where does logic exist? You can't point to it. There's no physical object you can point to and say that that's where logic is. So it seems as if we've created this entity that must ground logic. It has to be immaterial because logic is immaterial. It has to be universal. It has to be absolute. It can't change because logic doesn't change. So let's call this entity God. God is what grounds logic and the preconditions required for intelligibility and rationality and logic and truth. Now, at first, this might seem like a good argument. If something's true, it's true regardless of what you say. And even if everybody didn't exist as people, well, it would still be true that trees existed before us or that the earth existed before us, right? That statement would still be true. So there has to be some kind of mind that transcends all of our minds, which grounds these truths in logic. But here's where the argument fails, and it really fails for two big reasons. The laws of logic, or technically speaking, the laws of thought, are not prescriptive necessarily when it comes to reality. Laws of logic are merely descriptive. In other words, they act to describe reality. Logic itself is a language. It's a model of reality that humans use to describe how things operate. The three classical laws of logic, right? Non-contradiction, identity.
Yeah, sorry if I can unmute. Yeah, I totally agree with what this guy is saying, and thank you, Will Freeman, for sending me this video. Yeah, this is a brilliant argument against the tag argument, if you know what I mean. I'll mute again and carry on playing the video. But yeah,
Make it full screen too, full screen.
Oh yeah.
Excluded middle, these are ways our brains think about the world around us. If I have a bottle, it's a bottle and not a car. A equals A. These are ways our minds describe how things work around us. So the laws of logic themselves are merely thought processes in our minds, but reality itself, the things we're describing through this logic, right, what we call reality, that is a separate thing. So just understand that logic is separate from reality in the sense that there is an existence, whatever the ontology of nature, right? Whatever the nature of reality is still unknown to us. We don't know what exactly it is with absolute certainty, but there is something there. We call it existence. And we use our logic to describe existence. So existence still exists without us, of course. But logic wouldn't exist without minds, human minds. AKA, these descriptions of reality wouldn't exist without our minds. So what these theists are doing when they say logic is reality, they're confusing the map for the territory or the map for the game. Here, an example is GTA 5, right? When you play GTA 5, there's a world that these characters exist in. That's a real world, well, virtually speaking. But what the theist is doing analogously is simply saying, well, here's a map of GTA 5. We have a map. The theist would say that that map is the same thing as reality, when we obviously know it's not. The map is merely a model of what we think the game is, right? It's just a secondary model we use to describe the game. So the map is not identical to the game of GTA 5, just like logic is not identical to a reality. So now, if we understand that logic is merely a description of reality, well, the next question is, wouldn't that make logic subjective? Doesn't that mean that logic is just something that we can make up and change whenever we want to? No. Because logic is a set of principles, right? It's a set of axioms that are defined to be certain things. In other words, the conclusions we make in logic are analytically true. They're true by definition. And who defines these things? Who defines these axioms? We do. We are the ones who define axioms.
Sorry to pause it again and be a cunt, but yeah, that's what I've been saying for years. They're axioms, they're definitionally true. Do you know what I mean? Like A equals A. It couldn't be any other way.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you know, when JG brings up the laws of logic, to me, like, I understand he's trying to use it in a certain way, but to me, the laws of logic are not as important as the rules and practice of like classical logic and reason. In analyzing things and stuff like that, because to me the laws of logic themselves just alone don't cover everything they need to, and it's too general of a thing to like apply to specifics. To me anyway. And also that the three laws, they all confirm the same thing from a slightly different angle. You know, they confirm that a thing is what it is and is not what it is not. And that's basically it.
The law of identity, the law of excluded middle, and the law, I always forget the
non-contradiction.
Non-contradiction. They all describe the same thing.
Basically, yeah. But the thing is, like, you know, then the only thing is, can we tell, or the observer has to determine whether a thing is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but JG always says that you have to have a foundation, and he like says God is a foundation for the laws of logic, but it's that's just adding another step to.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that it's not the version of logic that he seems to have through God is not the same as like if you were to go and take a logic class in a philosophy department at a college. You know, it's not the same brand of logic. Like he wants to use that to justify the things in the Bible, specifically when some of the things in the Bible are not, they can't be logically justified.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna have like presuppositions, like JG is a presuppositionalist. If you're gonna have them, why not just start with the laws of logic? Because we both agree on them. He like adds God onto it, and I don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because God has to be necessary in all scenarios for him, I think.
Yeah.
And if we had reasoning that didn't directly involve God, it would seem like a betrayal, I would think. Like saying that either way, we don't need God or we've got something better.
Yeah, but I don't think you need a. Sorry, I keep saying, but I don't. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying. Like, he seems to think that you need a grounding for the laws of logic, but they're so basic that you don't need a grounding for them. Like A equals A. How could it be any other way?
Right. It
You
seems
know what I
pretty
mean?
obvious,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I don't get
Anyway.
into the idea of like, oh well, you know, if you go observe something one day and then you go to observe it the next day, it's not the same thing because of these like, you know, microscopic changes, you know, and it might have gotten a tiny, you know, nick on its skin, or it might have gotten some kind of slight change in some other way, or, you know, something like that. And it's like, okay, but we're still talking definitionally about a thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I can't understand about JG. Like, a thing is the thing it is. How could it be any other way? Like, in any other... I know he tried to use the modal 5 ontological argument or whatever he says.
You know, I've never really looked into what the actual like definition of modal logic is. Let's see. Modal logic is a kind of logic used to represent statements about necessity and possibility. In philosophy and related fields, it's used as a tool for understanding concepts such as knowledge, obligation, and causation. For instance, in epistemic, there we go, epistemic modal logic, the formula, and there's a square symbol and a letter P, can be used to represent the statement that P is known. I've never seen this word before, deontic, deontic, is that right? Deontic modal logic. That same formula can represent that P is a moral obligation. So P is known is the what comes up in modal logic, but if you change over to deontic modal logic, P is a moral obligation. Modal logic considers the inferences that modal statements give rise to.
That has got to be wrong, because logic can't be moral. Do you know what I mean? That's not where morals come from, in my opinion.
Right. We can just use logic to analyze situations, and the situations themselves will help us make moral decisions. Right. Why don't we go forward with this video so that we don't get too hung up in the details?
Yeah. I just want to say one thing. Hi to Rojo. Good to see you, man. And everyone who brings up the modal 5 logic always seems that in all possible universes, God exists. And I've never understood that. It makes no sense whatsoever to me.
I don't know about that one either. Like, if God exists in any universe, he exists in all universes.
Yeah.
What about if he doesn't exist in one? I mean, isn't the same thing true? And if he only exists in one to begin with, then he doesn't exist in all the others, you know? So how do we deal with that, you know?
Yeah, I've never understood that. Yeah, but we'll carry on with the video. Sorry.
It's not that logic itself is subjective. It's that the definitions as to how we use logic is subjective, much like math. If I have an equation, right, 1 + 1 = 2, well, that is going to be absolutely true, no matter what. 1, as defined as one entity, plus another one of those entities, is going to be 2, as defined as 2 entities, right? So with absolute certainty, we can say that 1 + 1 = 2. That is absolutely certain. But if we just simply redefined these concepts of 1, if we redefined 1 to mean 2 entities, well, now 1 + 1 = 4. And that's still absolutely true based on the definitions we preset for these concepts. That's the point. We define what axioms mean. If the conclusion follows from these premises, then they are absolutely true. So that's how we can have logical absolutes and mathematical absolutes. not because there's some transcendent mind that is beyond us, but because we are the ones definitionally setting these things and defining them into existence. Logic is how our brains operate. We just do it. It's just how our brains operate. Our brains are able to think, our neurons send out firings, they think certain thought processes, and a cascade of these thought processes lead to, axioms. And these different axioms lead to different structures. Syllogisms form. Right? And this is how logic operates in our minds. So our brains are the vehicles we use to drive logic. So it's not that we're presupposing logic. It's that we presuppose that logic leads to reliable results. And there's vast differences there. So we don't need anybody to look up to for logic, right? It emanates from us through our brains. But from that, then we're able to describe reality. So to sum it all up, we can have a material reality in which thoughts, which are material, they're just electrochemical impulses in the brain produced by neurons. These are purely physical things. We could have a material reality, a natural physical reality in which we have logic. We've just grounded logic in nature. Completely valid. It's a completely valid concept. So in that sense, you don't need a God or a transcendent mind to ground logic nor math or anything in the universe. Everything we know about reality can be traced back to our minds. And the same applies to truth. Truth is that which describes accurately reality, what is. So when a theist asks that the truth statement that the earth exists, is that still true without humans? Yes, it's true, only because there is somebody to describe it. But without anybody describing that truth, there is no truth at all. Truth is merely descriptive as well, just like logic. Truth has a separate ontology to nature, just as logic does. Theists want to tether them together, whereas we don't have to. There can be separate, hence truth just needs a mind, a human mind, and that's it. You don't need a transcendent God to ground truth, logic, or math, or anything. So you can probably see here, the next main issue for the argument is that it's begging the question, why must your worldview only account for logic and all these things? What's the reasoning behind that? Why can't we ground all these things in a natural reality or a material reality? Where is the logical contradiction? Because if you're going to say that it's impossible for any other worldview to account for these things or to ground all these things, these preconditions, give the syllogism. Where's the contradiction? P and not P. Why is it impossible for us to ground these things in a material reality? The argument is merely an assertion that nobody can ground logic except for Christians or Muslims who love to use the argument. It's merely an assertion. It's an obvious tautology. If you define God as an entity who grounds logic, well, then of course the logic is going to be valid when you say that God grounds logic in your syllogism. But it's merely a tautology. There's no evidence behind this entity. Whatever it means, it is not a sound argument whatsoever. Another issue, but this is a minor issue, is if you're going to say that God grounds all these things, knowledge and logic and morality and all in mathematics and all these things, what you're doing is you're saying that God is equivalent to all of these things. How can God be equivalent to logic and morality at the same time?
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Can I just pause to welcome Midnight Sparkle to the panel? And
No,
thank you, Will. No, thank you, Will, for introducing me. I've just subscribed to this guy's channel. Yeah, he's.
By the way, I love his background. Like, if you notice that his monitor, I love that background he has.
Yeah, that's just a television. You're fascinated by televisions. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
It's his screensaver or something. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it is. It's fucking awesome. I love it.
No, but thank you, Will. Yeah, this guy speaks. Yeah.
You should be thanking me. I sent you the video. I'm Will. I will. I have an alternate. Never mind.
Right. Well, let's just finish it off, and then I can finish you off Midnight.
No.
Wow.
Stop right there. Nope. Sorry.
Time, it seems to be that there's a contradiction there. In other words, God is logic and God is morality. That's like saying A equals A and A equals B. It doesn't make any sense, let alone the myriad of other possible questions that can arise from this logic. Well, how does God ground these things? What's the mechanism for God grounding these things? He just says they're true, or is God appealing to something else beyond him? It's kind of like an infinite regression that emerges, right? It's kind of like kicking the can down the road. Does God really solve this question? But those are just minor questions to ask later on. The main issue is that this argument is simply question begging, is pretty much circular, and is merely a baseless assertion. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Please like, subscribe, comment for more. And
can I just say I'll stop sharing, and I totally agree with that. It is question begging. It is, yeah.
What is the question that it begs?
If you're saying that not you. I mean, if someone is saying that logic needs a grounding, and then Christians will say that God doesn't need a grounding because he's always existed. That is the question begging.
Why or how or?
Because they're saying that one thing does need a grounding,
and another thing doesn't.
The other thing doesn't. Yeah.
Got it. They make an excuse for why.
Yeah,
it doesn't, because it's always been there.
Oh, yeah. It's also another. Sorry, I'm very drunk, and I apologize, and I love you, house at midnight for being here. But I'm very drunk. It's also another fallacy. I'm trying to think of it. Special pleading. Special pleading. It's also special pleading, saying that logic does need a grounding, but God doesn't need a grounding. So
yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the idea of, they have a problem with the Big Bang, for instance. Even though I'm not 100% invested in the Big Bang, I think there was actually a series of things that led to our existence, not just a single expansion event. But I think that when they say, so something can come from nothing, and then you say, well, how did God get here? And they say, well, either they say he's always existed or that he created himself. But a thing has to exist first in order for it to create anything. So how the hell did that happen?
No, Christians can't claim that God created himself because they also claim that God has always existed.
Right. So there was no beginning point of creation.
Yeah, he can't have created himself. That's impossible.
But I have heard them say that.
Have you?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and my response was, but he had to exist to create himself. So how does that work? How does a non-existent thing create itself without existing first?
Yeah, he must have existed before time, which is by definition impossible. Sorry, Will has given us another video, and this is from the Atheist Experience. Which I
wants to talk about
thank you.
transcendental arguments for God. Go.
Yeah. So just to pick up, maybe I could provide some continuity with the last caller.
I just want to know what I just want the transcendental argument for God.
The transcendental argument is God is a necessary precondition for claim.
Great. Yep.
And so.
Okay.
And so.
I don't know that I accept that premise. Hold on, real quick. I'm familiar with the argument. I wanted you just to say that first premise. Right. So that's the reason why I had you come on, was for this premise. You do realize that if you present an atheist with the first premise of this argument, God is the necessary precondition for knowledge, not a single atheist would accept that because they don't believe in God. So it assumes the falsity of their view. So what you're going to have to do now, and this is why I brought you on, was for this specific thing. I want you to take that first premise that God is the necessary precondition for knowledge, put that as the conclusion of a new argument, and give me premises that lead to that conclusion, because I don't accept.
Can I just pause this for a second and address Bojo in the side chat? Not anything, just the thing, source. Why couldn't the universe be the thing, the source? Why couldn't the universe have always existed? That is my question. And saying the universe is God is bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, we'll carry on.
Well, how about this, Wildheart? What about if we say, God is whatever led to the creation of everything, but we don't know exactly what it is. We can call it God, right? But we don't know what it is.
Yeah, that is also as bad. Yeah.
No, that's exactly right, though, isn't it? If something had to lead to our current circumstances, right? Some order of events, some initial thing at some point, sometime. That's how I think.
Yeah.
So whatever that is, we can call it God because maybe it had intention, maybe it didn't. Right?
Yeah. No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Okay.
But Bojo thinks that the universe is God. But what if the universe always existed? That wouldn't make it God. That's a different definition for the word. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes, because they have a specific set of things that they assign for God. Yeah.
Yeah. What if the universe has always existed? Then the universe will be the source. So you don't have to call it God. Define God again, Wildheart. No, you define God, Bojo.
Whatever, if there is such a God, I really don't think that it's anything that people, us humans in this one tiny location in the universe, could have possibly managed to define and describe properly, you know?
Yeah, we'll carry on with the video, but Bojo, no, you define God, because if you define God as the universe, your definition of God is useless. We already have a word for the universe. It's called the universe. If you define the universe as God, that is a pointless definition. We'll carry on with the video.
The first premise. So that's the only thing that I'd like you to do.
Okay. So the only way
can you back it up like 15 seconds so we rehear his question?
Formulate the argument in the form of modus propter.
So you don't have the first premise of an argument that
back. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Probably should be good.
I'm good. I'm very drunk, but I'm good at technology and stuff. I'll mute.
We could put that on your resume. I'm good at technology and stuff.
The conclusion of a new argument and give me premises that lead to that conclusion, because I don't accept the first premise. So that's the only thing that I'd like you to do.
Okay. So the only way I could do that on the fly is I would reformulate the argument in the form of modus propter.
So you don't have support for the first premise of an argument that you're giving? When I give arguments, I have like 3 or 4 supporting arguments for the premises. Like, look at William Lane Craig. Craig gives look at Craig. Look at Daddy Craig, right? He gives everything that begins to exist as a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe had a cause. But he doesn't just roll that out, right? He gives arguments why there can't be actual infinites, why there can't be things that begin to exist, right? Because then things could just pop in from the nothing void or whatever. So he gives additional arguments, like, you know, it's not the case that there are actual infinities or whatever. I
may have misunderstood. I may have misunderstood it. I thought.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to.
Give his questions. So let's let him get his answer out and get that echo, please. That's terrible.
Yeah, no, I've stopped the echo. I need to answer Bojo. A source is a place, person, or thing from which something originates. So, by definition, a God cannot exist. If someone defines a God as having always existed, then he doesn't originate from anything. So, a God, by your definition, a God cannot exist. So, if you claim yourself to be a theist, you are just wrong by your own definition.
Said not to present the argument with that first premise.
I asked you to make what's called a supplemental argument that takes the first premise that I don't accept, that no atheist would ever accept, that God is the precondition. Look, not a single atheist would go, yeah, I think God is the precondition for knowledge. Yep, I accept premise one. Every atheist would go, yeah, I'm not convinced by that premise, or I straightforwardly think that premise is false. And so what you're going to have to do, what's required of you in the dialectic, is to present a new argument where that premise is now the conclusion of a new argument. So that way we can get from statements that reason our way to that statement so that we can travel back to the first argument, right? This is why I wanted to bring you on, because I fucking hate presuppositionalism. I fucking hate it. And I wanted you to come up so I can exploit what no presuppositionalist can do, which is give a supporting argument for the first premise. So I'm going to mute, and you're going to give me and you're going to give me the premises, or you're going to concede I don't have that argument, which is I have a hypothesis that not a single presuppositionalist has that argument.
So I would have to present a different argument, because what you're saying is why.
And you don't have that argument?
And
you don't have that argument?
Well, I mean, essentially, the reasoning is all the same, right? I mean, essentially.
It's not. Do you have the argument or do you not?
Yes, it's essentially the same argument.
Okay, what's the first premise?
I mean, I don't.
Stop wasting my time. What's the first premise?
That the regularity of nature is necessary to form knowledge claims.
Wait, but you said God was necessary for knowledge claims.
I thought it was uniformity of nature.
Right? But then but you won't accept that. So I'm going to start with something that you will accept, and then we'll work our way backwards to how that has to be grounded in God.
Did he say, he said the uniformity of nature is necessary to...
Yeah.
Did he say to make knowledge claims? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Sorry, I want it back. But first he said God is necessary to make claims about the universe, and then he changed it because
we can't just have God being an assumed thing in that first premise. Yeah.
I'll run it back
like 15 seconds or so, 20 maybe.
That the regularity of nature is necessary to form knowledge claims.
Wait, but you said God was necessary for knowledge claims.
Right? But then but you won't accept that. So I'm going to start with something that you will accept, and then we'll work our way backwards.
I have his argument. No, seriously, the uniformity of nature is necessary for to form knowledge claims. And then he could transfer over that and for premise number 2 and say, the uniformity of nature is evidence of God.
Yeah, basically, once he said that God is the necessary being, what exists, what creates everything, and then once the guy disagreed with him, he changed it. That is changing the goalpost. Which
right, yeah.
Is that a logical fallacy? I'm not sure. But
I mean, it's a strategy. Yeah. It can be fallacious, but it depends.
Yeah. We'll go back 15 seconds and check. I think that's a logical fallacy.
All right.
Yeah.
Necessary to form knowledge claims. The regularity of nature is necessary to form knowledge claims.
Wait, but you said God was necessary for knowledge claims.
Right? But then but you won't accept that. So I'm going to start with something that you will accept, and then we'll work our way backwards to how that has to be grounded in God.
Okay, so what was the first premise again?
What else you want to do?
Well, I want you to come prepared. Look, it's very clear that you're making up premises now. Like you don't. Like, just be honest with me. Is the argument that the supplemental argument that you're giving me now, is it written down anywhere, or just be honest? Are you just
for fuck's sake
saying it now off the top of your head? Just be honest. Okay.
Good. It's the latter. I'm making.
Sorry, Midnight. I thought I was muted. I'm sorry there was an echo. That is my fault. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you didn't have the. So you.
But you.
Okay. So the only reason. Dropping the call. The only reason I brought you up here was not for you to actually like go through the dialectic. You can call back next time we have more time. Only reason I wanted you to come up here was because I knew that you didn't have another argument to support the first premise, because no presuppositionalist does. And when they do, it's a question begging argument. So please call in, write it down. Don't just make stuff up on the spot, because one, the argument's going to be formally invalid. If you just start stringing together random sentences, thinking that you're using valid inference rules, like the coincidence that you end up using those inference rules correctly, pretty low, right? Unless you're just using like if-then statements. So call back when you actually have taken the time to written an argument, and not just like, shit, I got to come up with something right now.
Yeah, if the Bible contradicts the uniformity of nature by certain things that it says, where things don't act as they should, and the world doesn't act as it should, then the uniformity, and then when we say the Bible is true, we have to assume that there is no uniformity of nature. So from that point forward, they shouldn't use the uniformity of nature in any part of arguing in favor of God being real or the Bible being true.
Yeah, basically on several different fronts their argument fails. Yeah. On many different fronts, their argument fails. There's circularity. There is no logic behind it. They're saying that there is an essence of nature, but that came from nothing. How does that make sense?
You know what? What's interesting is very recently there was a discovery while examining a pristine sample of a meteorite, a new one, right, that came and crashed here on Earth, or maybe they took it from space. I'm not sure, but they found all 5 of the necessary ingredients for life, essentially everything to form DNA and RNA. And these things could be raining down throughout the entire, galaxy or universe. So that, and I don't know where they got it, right? But what matters to us is that if that's where life came from, if it was just sort of peppered onto the planet and then it went from there, we don't have to even pay attention to anything the Bible says about creation. Not really.
The Bible is clearly wrong about creation because it gets the order of events wrong, according to what we know by science. But what he's saying is right as well. Like meteorites, like life is like a chemical process. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like chemicals interacting with other chemicals, which we know can happen. So you don't need a God.
Right.
Yeah, it's just before we knew about chemicals, people ascribed it to God, but God is not necessary. It's purely a chemical process, life. So you don't need God.
I'm seeing if I can find that link.
Yeah. Sorry if that was a little bit blunt to any Christians watching, but you don't need God. Life is just a genuinely chemical process. DNA is just chemicals interacting with other chemicals. You don't need anything supernatural or anything godlike. It's just what happens when
Right.
chemical.
Certain conditions being present and the chemicals also being present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to Brojo's.
You damn atheist!
You want to pick on Brojo.
I do. Yeah. Is that
why not?
okay?
He picks on Wildheart all the time.
And you're never going to get to an answer or an agreement, you know. It's okay.
Yeah, so what I want to ask is why the pantheists, we have a definition of the universe. It is called the universe. Why call it God?
We don't even know if the universe is a universe. It could be a cluster that's infinite. Like, you know, we could be clustered infinitely in a field of infinite, you know, clusters of universes that.
Or, you know, the multiverse could exist. There's always that.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, you know, there could be like chain reactions between them that cause things to happen. And it's not a single thing at all. Like, we're not.
Yeah.
We don't have our single universe.
No, sorry. I'm sorry if I'm getting a bit too much aggressive. I'm very drunk.
Oh, maybe you should slow down your drinking then if you're already drunk. Just sip. Yeah. Don't guzzle. Sip, sip, sip. Guzzle water. Sip your drink.
Yeah, no, I'm saying why call the universe
here we go.
God?
So check it out. Check this out. They found all 5 chemical building blocks of DNA and RNA inside a pristine asteroid sample collected from deep space. So it never touched Earth. So it had it. Like we didn't contaminate it with these things. Like it was in there.
Oh
which
yeah,
is really interesting.
Yeah, the constituents of DNA or RNA. Are found in meteorites. They're naturally occurring things. Yeah.
Right, but they may not have occurred on Earth without help. You know what I mean? Without something bringing it to Earth, like an asteroid, like asteroid debris.
Yeah. That is what's it called, panspermia.
If it was by accident or whatever, but yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So scientists just found all of them sitting inside a rock that's been drifting through the solar system for 4.5 billion years, forming entirely without any help from life.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused now. I've got a link in the side chat from Will.
Okay. Let me see what it is.
Oh, Darth Dawkins. Oh, fuck.
What? Darth Dawkins?
No, it's not Darth Dawkins. It's JG talking to Serb. Remember that night, just a couple nights ago, where you were there for a minute and he kind of kicked you out because you kept interrupting? That's the talk. You don't remember that?
Hey, Halsey, can you DM it to me on Discord?
Sure.
Have we just met? I'll share the screen. We just met.
Should you warn people ahead of time when they start talking to you in a discussion that you're not going to remember the conversation? Because they might be like, all right, if you're not going to remember, then I'm not going to bother having this discussion with you because it's important to me.
I remember what you said because you are brilliant and Midnight is brilliant and Will is brilliant and everyone watching is brilliant. I remember what you said.
I mean, if everybody is brilliant, no one is.
I don't remember what Darth Dawkins says. And I'm not watching
He loves to insult people.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing now. I'm not gonna watch a 2.5.
He's also a child abuser. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh no, no, I didn't know that. Is he on the offender list or something?
What was that?
I said, is he on the offender list or something?
Not that I know, but from what I heard, like he abused his autistic son a couple of years ago.
Oh, abused like beating him up and stuff?
I don't know. I just know he abused him, probably psychologically, probably. You know, I mean, how do you, there are different ways to abuse people.
That's true.
Like,
There's lots of ways. Emotional, psychological, even neglect is abuse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I must have been looking at a different link from Will.
Well, I mean, you're looking at this, right?
Yeah.
You asked if would you mind sending it to me on Discord?
Oh, I think I guess this is the same talk that Serb was at, but just early on. So yeah, hold on, I'll get it.
Part of the reason why it's so hard to determine how life appeared on Earth is because there's so many ways it could have gone. There's no way to know which way it happened here.
That's true. You know what else is interesting is like, you know, in other environments, those same ingredients probably did completely different things, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, sorry, can just say hello to Dyson Thomas in the side chat. Go see you, man.
Thanks, Elsie.
Sorry for interrupting. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Oh, but we got 8 viewers, and I put that down to Hell City Midnight because they're better than me.
At least you realize that we are better than you.
Yeah.
Not okay. That's silly.
I know. What do you expect from us? Like me? I am Tony Stark.
Oh, can I get rid of the share screen though? Cause
yeah. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, because I am very beautiful. So
no,
I want everyone else to see me in my full glory. I'm all joking.
Right. So
Elsie, can you help the drunk guy?
I doubt it.
Walter, you need to help yourself as well as having others help you.
Yeah.
But hey,
hold on. There's this great website. Let me show it to you.
How's it? Can you help the drunk guy?
Nope.
That's good. No.
Here, this should be a bookmark on your toolbar.
Yeah, but Will Freeman, it's like 2 hours long. I'm not going to watch a 2.5 video.
Well, when he's really drunk like this, it won't really be productive. So what you need to do, Wildheart, is I'll send you that link again so that you can have it. And when you have slept and you haven't drunk a lot, make a stream. Hold on. You've said several times that you're already drunk. It's okay to be drunk, right? Because you do it every day. But I'm just saying you probably, since you don't even remember being at that conversation, it's probably not the best time for you to review it. But you should review it because it is very interesting. It was a good talk between them.
Yeah.
And you don't have to listen to all of it, you know?
I want this link, please, Elsie.
I'll get it. Hold on.
Wait.
Sorry.
Let me speak.
Nope.
I'm not saying I wouldn't review it or I wouldn't watch it. I'm just saying I'm not going to put a 2.5 hour video on my channel of JG speaking to Cerberus. I'm just not going to do that.
I don't think it's them the whole 2.5 hours because he was watching videos in the beginning. And B, you don't have to listen to all of it because they go around and around and around a few times and cover the same territory, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you probably just listen to like the last hour and it would be good enough. So check this out. Or maybe the first hour and see if you're intrigued.
No, it's nearly 3 hours.
I know that, but in the beginning of the video, it was just JG watching videos. It wasn't him and Serb. You understand? Some of the time is taken up by that. So here, This is called youfeelllikeshit.com. It goes through questions. Have you eaten? Yes. Or one of two no's. Right? Let's say what it says if you have a snack.
Oh.
All right, let's go to the next thing.
Wildheart, whoa. Wildheart has no content better than the Serb thing. Yes, I do. He's talking to JG. I do have content better than the.
It is a pretty good talk, but
yeah.
Like I said, when
focus on this.
When you're sober or somewhat, you've slept, you haven't had, half a bottle. Just start listening to the first hour of when they talk and see if you want to go from there. But like, look at him. I tell him when you're not so drunk, and he's like glug 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 glug.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is a tricky one to ask with Wildheart.
Sorry, and I appreciate you both for being here and keeping me company.
Okay, that's the last time you're allowed to say that. You said it twice already.
I mean, he's going to do it.
Repeat himself.
Yep.
So I ask you this sometimes, and you take too much medication. So have you taken your medication today, the appropriate amount for right now, and no other? Have you?
No. What day is it today?
It's Thursday.
Oh, I've already had Thursdays.
Okay, good. So put it back, and we'll. Or do you have any for later, or is it tomorrow morning that you take it next?
No, but I've already had Thursdays, but that was last week. So I need.
Oh, okay.
Thursdays for today. You know what I mean?
So you need to refill Thursdays for.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna need to. Do you have one from last week that you didn't took that you could put into Fridays or that you could take now so you don't fuck everything up?
No.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Just make sure you correct that so you don't mess up, okay?
Yeah. But I might vomit as well because when I take medication, I tend to vomit.
Is that because it's on an empty stomach or because it's not on an empty stomach?
No, my mum told me how to take it. You put the tablets in your mouth first.
Oh, just because of taking it. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm taking the full days now. I might be asleep in a bit. Yeah.
Anyway, you see what this is all about, right?
That's pretty awesome, actually.
It's been around for a while. There's also a website called TripSit, where if you're on drugs or you're fucked up on any substance, you can go there and talk to people that won't necessarily give you any kind of lecture. They'll just chill out, talk to you.
Well, with a name like TripSit.
Yeah, well, it was designed for people that were on like acid or mushrooms and stuff like that,
Are you praying?
No, I think he's trying not to vomit.
I'm trying not to vomit, yeah.
Well, you're still praying, though.
Yeah, I'm trying not to vomit.
Oh, Brojo is going to watch and review the JG versus Serb talk.
Yes.
In like a minute.
Yes, he has to shit. Don't show up.
Brojo is doing the heavy lifting on this.
Oh wow!
But he still need to do it.
Can I get very aggressive at Brojo because he is a cunt? Alrighty, bye. Sorry, Wildheart, and don't come by. Fuck you. Fuck you right up the fucking ass, Bojo, you fucking ignorant cunt.
My oh my.
And that is why you can't come by. Although obviously there has been times that he let you on.
But why
I mean-
why put that in the side chat of my fucking channel to
Because the man
basically
doesn't like
get
you.
people-
What they're trying to say about
Shush!
that.
Shush!
No.
Why would he put that in my channel to say that he is starting a fucking stream and then say bye bye, sorry Wilder, and don't come by? Why put that in my fucking channel, you ignorant fucking cunt? Fuck off,
Throwing
Bojo.
hell away.
Right, I'm ending the stream. I'm gonna leave now and go sleep.
I doubt
Bro,
it.